Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our next topic, that is algebraic expression, which is chapter 12 in your book, and it is the last chapter for our term examinations. So I hope you are going to understand it very carefully and properly so that there will be no problem, and the chapter is quite easy. You will enjoy while doing it. And let's begin with the chapter algebraic expressions. So students, we are going to start with the last topic of our term 1 exams, that is chapter 12 algebraic expressions. This is your chapter 12 algebraic expressions. Now in your previous chapters and classes you have studied about natural numbers, then you have studied about whole numbers, then you have studied about fraction or fractional numbers, then you have studied about decimals, and then you have studied about integers. Now natural numbers, they start from 1 and they keep on going. Whole numbers, these are set of natural numbers along with 0. 0 is also included. Then this category becomes whole numbers. Then fractional numbers are written in the form of numerator and denominator. The upper one part is numerator, the lower one is denominator, means a part of a whole thing. Fraction represents numerator is the part and denominator is the whole thing. So this is represented by a fractional number. Decimal numbers, these are the decimal numbers in which the denominator is always 10, multiples of 10. Integers are the collection of whole numbers and the negatives. So these are the integers. So these number you have studied. But in algebraic number you will have all set of these numbers same what you have studied till now, but along with these numbers you have one more thing added. Suppose if I take 2 as a number, with this number there is one more thing which is the letter of English alphabet attached to it. So this is called your algebraic expression. When it is read as 2x, so this is the number and this is the letter of English alphabet. These are always written in small letters will be there. So either you can write any variable of English, any letter of the English alphabet is going to be the part of the algebraic expression along with the number. Now here, if you see, I have written 2x or 2a. This is just an example to make you understand. This 2 algebraic expression is made up of 2 parts. This 2 is called as the numeric number. From number you can form numeric value or the numeric part. Is that clear? And it is always constant. This is called as constant because value for 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3. If I write -1, -2 means these are all fixed values. the numeric value will always be a fixed value, constant. It cannot going to change. So we call this as the constant part of the algebraic expression. And this x, a, b, c, which you can take any of the letter of English alphabet, it is called the variable. It is called the variable or literal. Variable or literal. But commonly we used variable because I have told you about literal also, because it is also called literal part. Literal means related to literature. In literature we write, okay, and how do we write the words in English literature? With English alphabets. Clear? So that's why it is called literal also and it is called variable also. So you should know the meaning of both the things, as sometime they may ask you what is the literal part in this expression. So you will write x is the literal part in the given expression. So now I think both the things are clear. What is numeric part, which is also called constant, also called constant because 2 will remain 2 only. 1 by 2 will remain 1 by 2 only. So its value does not change. So that's why it is called constant. Variable. Variable means it has different value. It can be changed. It has no fixed value. So means the value keeps on changing. When we'll solve the questions, then you will come to know this part. For this variable part, I can put any value and find the answer. So that's why this value, this part of the expression is called variable, and its value is not going to be a fixed one. We can write any numeric value for the variable part, whereas 2 is constant, it is given, so it will remain as it is. And one more thing, if I write only a, this is also an algebraic expression. Here the constant, if I don't write anything in front of the variable part, means the constant is always 1. The constant is always 1. So remember this thing. Other than 1, everything will be written over there. Other than 1, every constant value will be mentioned in the expression. But 1 is not there, then we are going to write simple the variable part, which can be x, y also. There can be 2 variables also. There can be 3 variables also, or there can be 1 variable also. And if there is no variable written, suppose if I write 2x plus 1, there you will say that this is only the constant term. It is only the constant term. Is this clear to everyone regarding the constant and variable? Now, if I have to write an algebraic expression, if we are going to write an algebraic expression, how we will write? In an algebraic expression, suppose I take 10 as the constant, wait a minute, there is a constant and plus the variable part, which form an algebraic expression. Now here, if I write 10ab, if I write 2a plus 3y. I have just written two expressions. 10ab, here the variable part is ab and 10 is the constant part. I am writing C for that. 10 is the constant part and AB is the variable part. Here in this expression 2 is the constant, A is the variable, 3 is the constant and Y is the variable. 3 is the constant and Y is the variable. Is this clear? But there is a difference in two expressions. Here this is one term. 10ab is one term. It is one term, whereas here there are two terms, 2a and 3y. These are two terms. So this expression is without any mathematical operation. Here you have one mathematical operation, that is addition. So in an algebraic expression you will have terms which are combination of constant and variable with one or more arithmetic operations. How many arithmetic operations you have? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are the four arithmetic operations with which you solve your sum. There can be r upon 15. This is also an algebraic expression where 1 is the numerator, 15 is the denominator and this is the sign of division. So instead of writing 1r divided by 15r, so we have written 1 upon 15 and r is the variable. And what I told you, that 1 we don't write with the variable because 1 is multiplied by r, with r. So then 1 into anything will be that answer, as we were doing in tables. 2 multiplied by 1, 2. So r multiplied by 1 is r only. Now here one thing is that 10ab I am writing. There is no sign in between. So means 10 is multiplied with A, multiplied with B also. All three are multiplied together. As they don't have any value, these are only variables. So we just write as 10ab. The meaning of here 2a is one term. So 2 multiplied by A. 3b means 3 multiplied by B. The term can be minus 4xyz. So minus 4, now this is an integer, x multiplied by y multiplied by z. Is this clear? Now if you are clear with these terms, that various, there can be expression can be of one term or it can be of many term, which I'll explain you what we call them. But before that, understand the basic things. You have learned constant, you have learned variable. Now the next thing which is very important in the expression is, here I'll take one more expression. Suppose minus 4xy minus 5ab. I have written now three expressions. Here we'll revise one more time. Minus 4 is the constant, x is the variable, y is the variable. Minus 5 is the constant along with the sign. Along with the sign. A and B are the constants. So these are the 10ab. In this expression, the term is 10ab only. So an algebraic expression algebraic expression is made up of terms. It is made up of terms. In first there is one term, so that is 10ab. In this one the terms are 2a, 3y. In the third one it is minus 4xy and minus 5ab are the terms, separated by the sign, plus minus sign. These are the terms. Is that clear? Each one, each complete is a term. Now we'll study about the factors. So you have learnt constant, variable, terms, and then we will study about factors. Here also we will write the factors for the expression as we were writing for our composite numbers, prime numbers. For prime numbers the factors are 1 and number itself. For composite number, depending upon the number, we will write the prime factors for it. Clear? So factors for an algebraic expression. Now I will take 3x square minus 5xy. This is an algebraic expression with two terms. Constant for this term is 3, variable is x square. Here for second term the constant is minus 5 and variable x and y. So what we have done, I have explained related to it. Here you have two terms with constant and variable, constant and variable. Now you have to write the factors. First write the terms. Terms are 3x square and here minus 5xy. Positive sign we don't write, because if we don't write any sign means the constant is positive. But if it is negative, this is very important, you have to mention it. Now simply write the factors. Write the constant part. Now here x raised to the power 2 means x and x. These are the factors. If it is 3, then 3 times you have to write. What I told you, they are multiplied. When these are same, we write 2 as we have done in our Pythagoras theorem. Clear? So if the power, this is called the base and this is the power. If the power is 3, means you will write the factors 3 times. If it is 4, you will write 4 times. Is this point clear to everyone? Now for this one, minus 5, x and y. These are the factors for the terms of the expression. Clear? This is your, this whole is the algebraic expression. Then you have the terms, we are studying about factors, and these are the factors. Separating the constant is one factor, and as it is x square, so x will be written 2 times, and minus 5, x and y, these are the factors of the given algebraic expression. First write the expression, then separate the terms, and for each term write the factors, and the sign, writing the sign is very, very important. Now here, another important thing that you will find in this chapter is called coefficient. Now what is coefficient? Coefficient is the part of the expression. It is the part of the expression. Coefficient, we have studied algebraic expression is made up of terms, and coefficient is the part of the term. That will be much more easier in an expression. I am writing algebraic expression. It is made up of terms, and terms are made up of coefficient. That will be easier for you to understand. So in terms you will get the coefficient. Now understand what is coefficient. I am taking the term 3x square. Okay. Now 3x is called the numeric. This is number. So it will be called as numeric coefficient. It is called numeric coefficient. Means, wait a minute, if I write like this, the variable and the constant, they are separated. So this part, the number part, is called as the numeric coefficient. Means it is multiplied with the, this part is multiplied with the variable. Now if I ask, as we have separated, the factors are written as like this. If I say what will be the coefficient of x, coefficient of x is going to be 1x. You are going to take, as there are 2x, for 1x, cut x, and what is left? It is 3x. Clear? To make it more clear, first I'll write like this. First I say write the numeric coefficient. Then easiest way is to hide the variable, what is left, whether it is positive or negative. So that is the numeric coefficient. Means it is the part of the term. Each part of the term is called coefficient. But there is a with respect to what? With respect to what? If I say numeric coefficient, means you don't have to take the variable part. You have to just tell what is the numeric part of the term. That is 3, positive 3. But if I say write the coefficient of 3, that is going to be x square. Coefficient of 3 is x square. And if I say write the coefficient of x, so these are the factors. So if I asked for x, then what is left with me? Cut that x, I am left with 3x. So the coefficient of x in this term is 3x. Are you getting the point? Coefficient means for which the coefficient is asked, hide that part, hide that factor, and rest what is left, that you have to mention as the coefficient. So this is the part of the term. Coefficient is the part of the term. Now in this x term, minus 5xy, I'll write it here, minus 5xy. What is the numeric coefficient? Numeric coefficient is minus 5. And if I write the coefficient of x, what is left with me? Minus 5y is the coefficient of x. As I told you, all three are multiplied to each other. Minus 5 multiplied by x multiplied by y. Clear? If I say for x, it is minus 5y, and if I say for y, minus 5x, and if I say for minus 5, xy are the constant. Is this clear to everyone? What is coefficient? Coefficient for with respect to one variable or with the number, we'll is being asked, and what is left after that, that is the coefficient part of the term. Now if I write minus x, what is the numeric coefficient of this term? It is going to be minus 1, because we don't write 1 multiplied by x. Minus 1 is here. So minus 1 multiplied by x is going to be minus x. So if nothing is mentioned, means here is 1, which is very important thing. This means here you have 1. So these are the terms which you have learnt right now. One is constant, one is variable, which together form the algebraic expression. In algebraic expression, you can have one term or many terms, and each term is further divided into factors. Factors separate each term, and if I ask you what is the numeric coefficient, is the part of the term with respect to the leftover part. Means if I say write the coefficient for 3, it is going to be x square. So hide that. Simplest way, the one which is asked, for which you have to write the coefficient, cover it, and what you are left with, write that only. So this is coefficient. That is the last topic which we have discussed. And the numeric part can be a natural number, it can be your fraction, it can be your decimal, it can be your integer. So anything that you have studied, but all these numbers together with the letter of English alphabet, they form an algebraic expression. And last of all, you have studied the coefficient. So coefficient is the remaining factors, or you can say these are the remaining factors of the term for which they have asked. Suppose I ask for x, you have to write the coefficient. So keep 1 that for which they have asked, and what are the leftover factors? 3x, that is 3x. Don't write it separately, write it 3x is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of y, minus 5x. Coefficient of x, minus 5y. And coefficient of minus 5, xy. I hope now this is clear to everyone what we have studied till here. So this is all about the terminology. These are the terms which you are going to study in this chapter. Rest I'll take up next time.